Right, hello and welcome back to this Kameo playthrough. Where we left it off last time, we'd managed to make our way all the way up to the end of the Snow Temple, and now we're just about to go rescue our uncle Yeros. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. It's been really fun to go back and play this game. It's definitely up there as one of the best Xbox 360 games. And it's always just an absolute blast to play through. Right, first of all, we're going to switch to the correct element warrior we need. There we go. This fight is most likely my favourite within the entire game. I have very distinct memories of just using 40 below to bounce a load of eyeballs off the edge of the cliff. It's definitely one of the most unique ones. It's whoever came up with this concept was definitely was definitely on something. Ooh. Once more. Come on. Ah, we missed. Let's see. Have we got enough time? Nope. Ooh. Here we go. It's also the noise. The noise is somewhat really amusing to me. I have no idea why. It's just quite funny. Ooh, there's one more. Fortunately, they do try and take themselves off if you do miss one or two. They will run off the edge anyway. Come on. Ah, we missed. Oh, this is getting a little bit close. There we go. Any more? Oh, there's one. I saw it. There he is. Oh, there's three. Get out of here. There we go. Ah, most of them took themselves out. Ah, they all did. Good. Whoa. Know what I meant to do. Know what I meant to do. There she is. Ow. Here we go. Oh. Wait for it. If we can try to avoid not getting stabbed. There we go. You've got to keep the eye away from the body. Get out of here. One more. There we go. And there we go. Job done. Definitely my favourite fight in the game.
You were incredible, Kameo. Marvelous, in fact. You are as tried and true as they come.
Oh, Uncle Yeros, but where do I come from?
So you finally know the truth.
Only that I was adopted.
You must have a million questions, and I wish I could answer them all. Unfortunately, not even we are completely sure of your origins.
You must know something.
It was long ago, but I will tell you what I remember. Solon mysteriously left one day without telling anyone where or why he was going, and as you know, was never seen again. Several days after his disappearance, we heard Callus screaming from the gardens. What had given the child such a fright? Nothing less than 5 elemental sprites carrying a tiny baby. It was clear they were all that was left of Solon's elemental warriors, and we instantly knew a horrible fate had befallen him. The only thing that kept Athena from losing her mind that instant was the clutch in the baby's perfect little hand. Your hand was Solon's most prized possession, the element of power. Your mother took it as a sign, and from that moment onward, you were Kameo, daughter of Solon.
So I was part of whatever happened to Solon.
Assuredly. Not that we know much about that either. The mystic told us that Solon was simply ambushed by Thorn's warlords, and sure enough, when the armies tracked the 7 culprits down, they had the whatnot in their possession. But I have always had my suspicions. It seems too coincidental that both Solon and Thorn vanished without trace at nearly the same time. And now that I think about it, how did the mystic miss the fact that the warlords held several of the elemental sprites? Not to mention... oh, forgive me. You have more pressing things to do than listen to the paranoid ramblings of an old man. Though there is one thing I do know for sure. Your mother would want you to have this.
Oops. And there we go.
Snare.
Another for the collection.
Only one more shadow troll to hunt down, and the whatnot will be full.
Yes. And my intuition tells me that the last of them is somewhere in the ogre's swamp.
Just tell me how to get there, and I'll finish Thorn once and for all.
The swamp's exact location is hidden. But if you head to the Forgotten Forest Glade and use your warriors to seek out new routes, I'm confident you will find a way.
And there we go. Simple enough. We've been given our next destination. So, for now, I mean, as per usual, we will first of all go through and upgrade Snare and read through his description.
Snare.
That's our big boy.
Snare.
And more.
Snare.
And there we go. So first of all, as per usual, let's read his history. As the king of the 12th age greedily sought for wealth and treasures across the land, his travels led him into the darkest, densest jungle of the land. One by one his guards fell victim to the heat, the foliage, or to wild beasts, and yet the king, aided by his many elemental warriors, pressed on alone. Eventually the king arrived at the ruins of an ancient Sargothan temple. This long-lost race of soothsayers had little treasure to offer, but the temple was home to another elemental sprite. Once restored to the Whatnot book, its identity was clear. It was Snare, whose elemental might kept the choking weeds and poisonous nettles at bay so that healthy plants could grow. Interesting. That is really interesting. That is the second, and this is the second mention of ancient Sargothans, which is the Mystics race. And as was mentioned by our Uncle Yeros, we've had our first hints of of Mystics misdeeds. Let's say that. We'll talk more about it at the end of this series. But that's really interesting to see. That's really cool, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Thermite has to say. It's generally been quite fascinating to read through a lot of these characters. We currently have 2 more elixirs of lives to find, as well as 9 elemental fruits. There are quite a few in the Badlands, and I do believe that we have collected all of them within this region. However, just to make sure, we're just going to quickly stop off at the shop just to see if we have bought everything. I do believe it is up top, not over here. So we'll just do that quickly, and then we will head through the portal back home. I do not believe there is anything left for us to collect there yet. We will use it to unlock the portal just in case we need to come back here later on.
Welcome to Brianna's Deluxe Emporium. We proffer only the most rare and exquisite items.
Wonderful. Ooh, we have a look for Flex. We should grab that, and that will do us, I think, for now. Let's go put it on.
These are the elemental warriors that you have rescued or been given.
Wonderful. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, let's get out of here. I do believe we have everything. If you do not activate the warp portals, you have to come all the way back and do it from this side, unfortunately. Regardless of if your family members have unlocked them. So it's always worth just heading through, even if only temporarily. So, I do not think there is any elemental fruits here that we have not picked up yet. And we have unlocked everything here. Okay, that is perfectly fine. So instead we shall just simply head straight to the portal that takes us to the Forgotten Glade, and we will head through and collect thermite. I believe that may be today's chapter, but we shall see how quickly that takes us. I know there is the crystallite left to obtain in the Hall of Mirrors. That is, and I believe that I do believe that completes the entirety of the, not the Forgotten Kingdom, the Enchanted Kingdom. There we go, the Forgotten Forest. This is this area. We've unlocked that. We've collected everything I do believe there is to collect, but we will quickly go and check out the shop, as well as play our last music track actually, because we have one more left to listen to. Okay, nothing for us here. That is fine. We shall move on. I have to assume that the last two elixirs are findable within the what's it called? That's really bad. Within the Badlands. There we go. I cannot think of anywhere else that we have missed so far. I believe there might be one in the Ogre's Swamp, but I'm not sure.
Warrior trainer? Hey, maybe you can help us. We're trying to get to the Ogre's Swamp.
Hey, it sounds familiar. I'm sure I did know a way in. But I can't quite remember. My mind must be failing me.
Well, we don't have time to jog your pumpkin-addled memory. Think.
There's a jukebox over there that the customers can use at night. If you play my favorite tune, the one that reminds me of the old days, I'm sure it'll help me remember.
Good grief. Well, Kameo, if we want to find the Ogre's Swamp, I suppose we have to oblige him.
Simple enough. We'll play Precious Memories, which is the correct answer, and then we will give the Giant's Travels a listen to later.
There's a jukebox over there that the customers can... now I remember. These tiny creatures will help you get to the Ogre's Swamp. Good luck.
There we go. We'll come back after we've gone to the swamp to play the last tune. But for now, let's grab Snare.
Those look like magmites. I thought they were extinct. Well, they can stick to certain surfaces, like the target over that door. It's a long way, but I'm sure Snare can hurl them onto the target if you aim well.
And there we go.
Magmites are explosive, so if you strike them hard enough, you might be able to detonate them.
There we go. We are in.
When Thermite is rescued from the Shadow Troll, the Whatnot book will finally be full and your power at its greatest. Find some way to open that gate.
As you say, let's do this. Now, we're actually going to quickly mop up these beetles, otherwise they're going to become a bit of a problem. It's one. It's two. I think there's one more. Over in that direction. Two more. There we go. Here we go. Good, they're gone. Now this is a rather easy section. You just got to be a little bit accurate with with your decision making and have good timing. Oops. That was a case of bad timing there. There we go. Ah, we were too slow. Ooh, okay, we're going to switch to regen. So I do believe we need 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's 4. Right, that one was closed, and this one is now opened. Here we go. That's one done. Okay, so that one is currently open. It's another one done. Come on, Ogre. This way, please. We're out of range. Come on, follow us. There we go. Ah, too slow. Ah, one more. Been rather unlucky both times there. There we go. Ah, again. Ow. Come on, big boy. This way. We might wait for the next one to open. Might be our best bet rather than trying to gamble on this one. There we go. And there we go. Oops. 3 done. Oh. Might need to lure him away now. I do not believe they despawn. There we go, all good. Job done. Okay, onwards. Let's finish this. It's the same old with this one. I believe it now takes 4 shots to finish off this Shadow Troll, but other than that, the technique remains the same. So it shouldn't take too long. And there we go, our final boy. Now we have a bunch of homing missiles effectively coming for us. That's fine. Shouldn't be too difficult to avoid. Ooh. Should be one. Now come multiple. Ooh, that's a lot of them. Go on, where are you going? Oh, these really do home in on you. 2. Should be 3. And there we go. There's our little boy. Cannoneer himself, Thermite.
Kameo, can you hear me?
Otho? Do you hear someone calling my name?
No. Wait! I bet it's the old hag and the ancestors trying to contact you telepathically. Concentrate.
Kameo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Mystic.
Very good. Now, listen to me carefully. Bring the Whatnot book back to me, to us, so we can make sure you're ready to face Thorn.
I'm ready now.
No! Racing off to fight him without preparation is exactly what he wants.
If Thorn wants a war, I'll give him a war.
Now you're starting to sound like your father, and I like it.
You insolent little child, you have no idea what you're dealing with.
Silence! Arguing will get us nowhere, and time is precious.
Wise, as always. But don't you also think, my dear ancestors, it would be wise for her to return to the Enchanted Kingdom before battling the dreaded Troll King?
Possibly. But if Kameo says she feels confident in her command of the elemental warriors, then I support her.
But she's only...
Enough. It's decided. Kameo, go forth and face Thorn with our blessing.
You're making a grave mistake.
We'll do what we can to rally the troops and come to your aid. Until then, fight for the honor of Solon.
For the honor of my father.
Fools! All of you!
And there we go. I think we're going to leave that there. We'll pick it up next time and we'll head around the Badlands to collect the last remaining elemental fruits, as well as find the remaining 2 Elixir of Lives. And get the last crystal eye, of course. I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. If you have, don't hesitate to subscribe. It really means a lot and gets us ever so closer towards that magic number of 10. Thank you so much, and I shall catch you next time. Bye now.